Folks at home, today what we're going to be doing is putting a replacement carburetor into this Inverter EU3000IS Honda. It had a bunch of gunk in it. I tried to clean the carb, except I bent the metal in there because it's so soft, so I, for 20 bucks, went on eBay, got a replacement. So stay tuned and you'll see a quick fix on how to get a $1,500 generator fixed for 20 bucks. Now the carburetor is going to be tucked in here behind this air filter, so you just need to get the clips off. And you don't really have to take the clips off yet, but I mean, you take it, you get this all pulled out. It's usually stuck in there pretty good. And that way you can get access to the carb. Let's go ahead and take out this filter to give us some room. Now that that's out, you've got your bolts in here that you're going to go ahead and take off. Alright, now that those are taken out, you got to use a 10 millimeter socket here to get that out. Then you're just going to kind of work your filter housing out, which there's going to be connections down here and up here that you'll need to take off. Or you could even put it, kind of set it out of the way. I think I'm going to take it off though. But yep, you just wiggle it loose, wiggle it loose. Alright, we've got it off. I did take off the top hose. This one I didn't want to remove because it's kind of built into it, so you just set it out of the way. Now here you are, left with your carburetor. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the choke here. I'm going to need two hands. I'm holding my phone, but I'm going to take this out, and then this whole piece will slide forward. Now that the housing and that choke there, I did take it off for a minute to be able to slide it out easier. I'm going to let it dangle, and now you're going to be able to slide out your carb. Now you're going to have to disconnect your hoses here. You'll probably get some gasoline that's going to come out of it, which is no big deal. You just get a rag. So I'm going to go ahead. You know what? One thing that's important is disconnecting the battery. Bear with me. Well, you know what? Better late than never. So again, you're going to want to disconnect your battery before you get all this started, because you're going to be working with gasoline. But again, you're going to have 4 little screw caps on here, 10 millimeter as well. And your housing for your battery is right here. You're just going to pull this piece off. Go ahead, set it aside. There's the battery. You're going to want to disconnect your negative first. Alright, now the battery is disconnected and removed, I can get back to the carb. So real simple, just going to slide out like this. I'm going to pull it out. Now you're going to have your power cords in here, your power supply, and all of the tubes here. So you're going to want to make sure you get those disconnected as well. You've got 1, 2, 3 of them in here. One on the bottom. You're going to get all those removed from the actual machine that feed down under, because, well, we've got new ones. Alright, y'all, so I'm not going to lie to you. I had a major malfunction here, and it was with the power source. So the brand new one came with this little motor here, and this was the end where it plugs in. Well, that doesn't work, because the original one is flat. It's 4 flat instead of a 2x2. So what I did was I opened up the housing and switched out the old little motor on there into the new carb, and we'll see if I burn the house down. But what I did, since I'm already showing you, I went ahead and I took off this cap here, the black cap. There's just 2 screws, and then I just replaced inside here this motor. It just came with 2 screws. And so I've got the original power cord in here still, and it's back in. So at this point, really, I can get back to assembling. Now it came with some, looks like some extra gaskets that I'm going to try and see if any of these ones fit on here, and throw it on and be back. Alright, so we got a new gasket in there. This here is just going to go ahead. Just going to have to wiggle, wiggle, jiggle, jiggle till it folds. Once that's done, you're good there. Now you could get another gasket here. I don't know if I've got the right fitting one. Psych! Yes, I do. It's right here. So this, when it goes back in, will go right on there. Alright, so I got the choke component put back on, which choke's going to be back here, but you'll see it's going to be a bit loose as I pull it, but should open and close here like yay. As long as you got that going on, you're good to continue and put on your air filter casing. Alright, so everything's pieced back together. I got my tubes flowing out the bottom here. I got the new filter in, filter head cover on. We're just gonna go ahead, hook this bad boy back up, and we're gonna see if this works or if I burn down the fucking house. Because switching out that power source was a little sketchy, but I mean, it fit. We'll see. Alright, now to your final steps, just make sure you go ahead and reconnect that battery, because generator's not going to run if you don't get it put back in. Now, on this portion, it's going to be opposite, not negative first. You're going positive first on reconnection. Alrighty, battery's reconnected. We're going to go ahead, put back on your housing. Alrighty, moment of truth, we got the battery housing back on. We're going to go ahead, I'm going to pull our choke. So that's pulled, on position. Give her a start. Looks like it's running good. Go ahead, choke back in. Push your choke back in. We got eco throttle, so it's on regular run right now. Eco is going to make it more quiet. We're just going to let that bad boy run for about 15-20 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you fix a problem with your carburetor. Get this closed up. Now again, the issue was every time I push the throttle back in, it would stall on me. And that's because it wasn't getting any gas. So when it was wide open, it was running. But now that it's got a brand new carb on there, it's good to go. And you can barely hear it. Now the last thing you got to do here, when you successfully complete something, you need to crack a freshie. Crack a fresh one. And then also get yourself a cigar, because you did a great job. Well done.